Hello and welcome to another episode of Brain 10. There's a little bit of an echo, I think, here today because this is kind of sort of a new office. So, well, it's a new room and we have some new equipment and some new furniture that came in. So we're excited about that. But today we have Brain 10, episode 124. These are 10 plus Chrome extensions, part 2. We already did one of these and we actually came up with another 10 Chrome extensions that you should probably use, or maybe some that we found that are pretty cool. So yeah. Forgot. My name is Christian.
I am also a co-host. My name is Aaron.
And I don't know. Well, I guess I am a co-host, even though I'm the third one. My name is Franklin.
Very good. Very good. And we are part of BitBranding. And we do this show twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays around 2:30 p.m. Usually. Today's a little bit later, but it's all good. All right. So let's get started here on number 1. It is called tab resize, and you do split screen layouts inside of Chrome. So basically how it works is you have your little Chrome extension, you have 2 or 3 tabs right there open, and you want to organize them into perfect split screens. So instead of messing around with the sizes and you have to do it manually, you just click on that and choose the layout that you want, and it does it for you. It's awesome, and it's perfect for for a lot of the stuff that we do. Actually, a lot of times we're looking at either a list and we're trying to do something else over here. So it's perfect to have those different tabs organized however you want, and it's so easy. It's just literally a click of a button, and there you go. It's just like right there, organized for you, perfectly fits in your screen. I remember telling Franklin about this, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome." And it is awesome. I use it from time to time in order to resize my screen. Now, it doesn't really work when you have it, if you have a Mac and you use your whole full screen of the app, but just make sure you have it inside of your desktop, and then you click on the resize, and it works awesome.
I remember you telling me about that, and for some reason I have not used it yet, so now I will install it. But I've known about that one for a while. That is a good one. All right, so moving on here to number 2. My first one is access URL. This is great for sharing passwords with people, and you can have an expiration for it. So you can give them access to your Netflix, you can give them access to your Hulu, like, hey, go check out this page. You can give them a secure access for whatever amount of time that you'd like it for, and then it expires. So you don't have to give them your access or your password, so they'll never know that your dog's name is Toto42. You can just give them a random access code to do that.
I just had a brilliant idea on how to use that more effectively, like for business, and I'll keep it to myself, and I'll tell you guys later. My turn, and if I can get okay, there it goes. All right, so I'm not sure if everybody is a huge, or actually even slightly, a Hootsuite advocate, but I like using Hootsuite for some of my my posts, especially on things that I find randomly that I want to share on my Twitter or share anywhere else. But I'm not gonna have time to actually schedule it out then. I found this one today, and it's actually going to help out, and I think that you guys might want to look into actually using it too. It's the Hootsuite Hootlet Chrome extension. It will allow you to schedule your posts for any of the networks that you have connected to your Hootsuite account from the links that you're on. So like, let's say if we go to HubSpot, the news, what's the other, HubSpot, Product Hunt, Kickstarter, Social Media Today, any of those websites that we use to actually research what's going on in this, what's going on in the space right now. Like, and we want to share it out. We might not want to share it right then, but we think it would be good to post it like 7 o'clock. you can use Hootlet to actually go ahead and schedule that post right then and there on that page. Usually what I would do, I haven't done this in a long time, but what I would do before was like actually find a link and like save it to a notepad and go back and like schedule all that stuff like in one day. I haven't done that in like years, but with something like this, if you do run across like if you do want to take a day or take like 2 or 3 hours to find like posts that you can like post out over the course of the month or a course of the week, you can find these articles, schedule them out, and boom, you're on your way. You don't even have to have a saved spreadsheet. You can actually just do it right there in your Chrome extension with the Chrome extension.
Very cool. Very cool. Number 4, it's Speed Test by Ookla, and obviously a lot of people don't know what speed test is, and usually when you want to check the speed of a Wi-Fi or 4G or 3G connection, you can do so by going to speed test. I think it's .net. Yeah, speedtest.net. But instead of actually going to the website, you can just have this Chrome extension handy to you right here on Google Chrome. So all you have to do is just click on that little button, and it automatically will run the speed test for you, so you don't have to actually go to the website. And once the website loads, then you click on the button, and you have to wait for the actual test to run. It's just easier, basically, a little bit more convenient just to have it right there on your toolbar, and it's just basically a click away.
I find myself using this Chrome extension significantly more than any of the other ones that you showed me. I like this one. Can you guys see me, by the way? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But because I couldn't see myself in the little thumbnail. But like I use this all the time. Especially because whenever prior to us actually getting the internet hooked up at the apartment, like I would always test to see exactly what my speed was on the phone, going from the computer. Like it's super handy. It's right there. You just click it and it runs the test. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, moving on here to number 5 is one we actually talked about in a previous episode. It was just cool. It's new, but it is a Chrome extension. It's called Writeful, and that's WRITE full. And it's a new way of writing with confidence. So this helps you find like enter 2 chunks or compare words found in a database and see how they're used, or type out a phrase and figure out how people have used them. This is good for not only for writing more effectively, but also it could be helpful for your SEO. If people are typing things a certain way, it may be beneficial for you to write them that way because that's what people are searching for. So it could help your blogs. It also helps with like synonyms and antonyms, so you can write more effectively using words that you're used to describing besides something that looks cool or that looks awesome. Try to find a different word to describe something, and it should help you write better.
Can you use that on like does it spell check too? No, it doesn't spell check. Writeful.
I have not. I don't know if they do spell check or not. That's a good question.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if you type the name of the thing wrong, if you type whatever you're trying to search wrong, it's not going to show up. I just wonder if it would work on Final Cut Pro.
Right. Don't know.
I think that's me taking a shot at myself. All right. So my turn. The next thing that I want to talk about as far as like a Chrome extension, and this will probably be good for us because I believe we're about to start transitioning to the G Suite, right? So this one is a Chrome extension that actually will connect to all the G Suite products that we're using right now: Drive, YouTube, Gmail, Search, Google Calendar, all of the Google applets, applications, you can actually use this extension to access those things right from your toolbar. So it's called Black Menu. So you click on it, and a small drop down will pop down from the Chrome extension itself, and you can hover over which application that you want. YouTube, like I said, Translate, Calendar, and you can access all that without having to leave the browser screen that you're on right there, and without actually having to create two different like split screens. You can use it right there in that one screen. Like check your email to check to see if you got an email, or to check a calendar date, translate something in a language that you don't know. It's right there, perfect for quick access.
Why is it called Black Menu?
I don't know.
Just the color. Well, I guess the background is black.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if it got released this month. Maybe they were trying to pay homage to Black History Month. I don't know.
Never know. Now this is not. Yeah, this is not like a Google.
No, I don't think it's Google sponsored. I think it's a third party. But like their color scheme, graphics, like all of it's really clean. Mm-hmm. And the color scheme is extremely close to, I'm pretty sure they use the same hex codes as all the Google apps to match it up, but it looks really good.
Agreed. All right, so number 7 is called WebMaker, and technically, I think whenever I first installed it, what it would do is anytime you open a new tab on your Chrome browser, it would give you basically a playground for you to experiment with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and basically gives you the kind of the whole tab splits the screen into, for you to enter code, and then for you to actually see, the output of that code. And I change it so it doesn't do that for me now, but I do still have the WebMaker icon on my toolbar. So anytime that I want to experiment with anything that's code related, and I want to do something quick, that's the way to do it. And you don't have to go to any website. You don't have to do any logins and anything. You just click on that, and it opens up for you. You can also save some of the projects if you're working on something really quick or a piece of code, and you kind of figure it out right there and then. You can also save it onto your computer, so you can use it later. And I believe you can create an account right here with WebMaker. And have it as your library, basically, if you want to save some of those snippet of codes that you're working with. So for any developer or anyone creating websites, this is a great tool, because it's just easy and fast for you to just have a little playground with a new tab, or if you want to have it just up there in your toolbar, you can just have it right there, and basically opens the application or the tool for you to play around with some code.
So you can keep, basically once you've manipulated it enough inside of WebMaker, you can keep that code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Talk about
right. So I mean,
it's talk about
you don't
a new way to experiment. That's crazy.
Right, you don't need a text editor or anything like that. You're able to, kind of see your own code being built right there live. Because any changes that you make in the code, you can see them over here.
Wow. Add it.
That is pretty cool, actually. All right, so number 8 is called Referred Club. This is helping you find companies that offer referral codes if you use their products. So there is a few companies that, for some reason, that link is not working. I don't know if it's working on your guys' end or not, but may have to search for it. But what this company does is it tells you or gives you access to all the companies that, hey, you may be using. You can use a referral code, put it out on your social media, or send it to a friend, so that you get things. Sometimes you get membership discounts. Sometimes you get things for free. Just depends on what they have to offer. But this app or this Chrome extension kind of tells you, hey, this one or this company has an offer, just so you may not just leave something on the table. So like Uber has it. There's actually quite a few that have it. And let me try to find it for you guys because I don't know if the link was. Did they?
Yeah.
Wow. So in the time that I went and did that to the time of this show, they are no longer there.
Yeah, I can't find it.
So, all right, guys, don't go check out that Chrome extension. Obviously, nobody else did. That's really weird. It wasn't even that long ago either. I would say maybe a month or so, maybe a month and a half. It was not long. So, all right. Well, let's just move on to number 9 because we don't got anything to talk about with number 8.
Oh wow. Okay. So I'll take on the task of going ahead and moving on to the next thing. Mine is called Data Saver. Now, I am like basically like just like the gas hand on my truck. I watch the data usage in my phone whenever I'm using data. And not necessarily have to watch that whenever you're at home because you're using Wi-Fi, and most Wi-Fi services, Time Warner, AT&T, if you get an actual like a pretty like extensive plan, you have unlimited, so you can just use whatever you want to use, or they use some ridiculous amount of gigabytes that you can use that you will never use up before they begin to throttle you. But on these things, no matter what data plan you have, you're going to get throttled at some point. Now, with that being said, this Chrome extension, you can actually use it to monitor the amount of data that you use. But the thing that I like about it is that it actually compresses the website that you're going to actually be viewing so that you use less data. What happens is that they use the Google servers to basically compress the website down the way that it's smaller, and you still get the same user experience. You still get to view everything, and you use less data. So you can do a lot of browsing. If you are tethering from your mobile device, whether you have an iPhone or any other Android device that allows you to tether, and you use less data, and you can get the job done if you're out remotely or you're at a place where they don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I can definitely see this. Oh my gosh, yeah. I could have used this when I was living in Claremore, and I was using satellite internet, and it was the worst thing in the world. Yeah, this could have saved me a lot of headache. All right, so number 10, it's called Timer 25, and it's a one-click to set a 25-minute timer. This thing, I've used it in the past, and I really enjoyed using it, actually. I remember Aaron was the one who told me to kind of do something like this, where, you know, you set out a block of time to, you know, to work on something and work on that thing, and there's no distractions whatsoever. And it's kind of almost like a game, you feel like, because once you click on it, you see the number pops up right there on your toolbar. So you don't have to like look at any other, you know, timer on your desk or anything. It's always right there. It's always present, and the numbers do dwindle down, and then it has an alarm at the end when the 25 minutes have gone past. This is called the Pomodoro technique, and basically it just basically says, you know, you have 25 minutes to work on that one task. And if something else pops up, just write it down, leave it to the side, but don't work on anything else except for, you know, that one task. And then you basically take breaks in between those 25 minutes. It's supposed to be more, you know, efficient, and you're able to spend more time working on those tasks than being interrupted by a million things. And whenever I did it, I mean, 25 minutes to me I think is too short. But for some people, I think it works really good, where they can just, you know, do a task for 25 minutes and kind of take a break, stand up, walk around, and then come back at it and hit the clock again for another 25-minute interval.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would suggest is, yeah, do it in 25-minute blocks. But that's also good because you want to take a break and get up, go walk around, grab some water or whatever, and then start your second 25 minutes or whatever. It can still be the same task, but at least it helps you break it up, and then it's easier for you to fix things. But I know for me, whenever we talked about this before, Brain FM and then having a timer right there, you get so much more done in a day. And then if you can say that you crossed off 3 major things, it's helpful. So I downloaded this. I have not seen this kind of Chrome extension before, but I like it. And I set it up and it's like, oh, dang, it's only 24 minutes now. Like, you know that you can't be wandering off or like answering other emails or anything. It's like, I have to get this done in 25 minutes. And another thing that I like about it is that a lot of times we overestimate or underestimate how long it takes us. So we figure out how long it takes us to do things, and we may actually be able to finish things faster. We just think that it takes us longer. Like, oh, like I was doing something earlier. I was like, well, it's going to take me at least 30 minutes. And turns out it only took me like 15. So doing something like that would help a lot.
Yeah. Whenever I used it, I found myself finishing things so much quicker because I thought it was going to take me so long, but I was just kind of fighting against the clock because I could always see it right there. And I was like, okay, I want to beat this clock, you know? It was like a game almost.
Right. Yep. So I think we should definitely talk about that outside of this, because that'll be helpful for us to figure out how long it takes us to do tasks and how much, you know, we need to ultimately charge to do things. So good find.
I think
I'll be using that one.
I've already added that. I've added that extension, and I plan on utilizing it.
Good.
It is my turn. It is? No, it's not my turn. It's not my turn.
Like I was like, wait, no, it's really not your turn. All right, so the last one for me is called Flatbook. So you can clean the Facebook interface that basically removes all ads and makes it like lighter, meaning there's not as much stuff going on. You know, as advertisers, we're just telling you not to do that, but it just makes it more. You don't have all the bulk. You don't have the ads, sponsored ads up in the corner through your desktop feed. You don't have all of those problems or distractions. So you can just scroll through and just see your dog pictures or cat pictures or whatever you want. So I don't know. I used it for a little while and then I was kind of like, nah, I don't really care for it. So I deleted it. But if you are tired of seeing people who aren't targeting you correctly with ads and you keep seeing these dumb ads, then this is a great way to eliminate them.
Well, I'm playing with it right now, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear me. I'm playing with it right now, and honestly, it reminds me a lot of the original Facebook, like the way that it looked whenever they first like opened up, like started it up and started adding like the schools. It's super, super, super flat, almost to the point where you like it looks like. Almost to the point where it looks like your Facebook is messed up. Like, oh my God, what's wrong with my browser right now? Like, my Facebook is messed up. Yeah. But at the same time, it's pretty cool. Super minimalistic and clean. Clean. All right.
Fresh, clean.
All right. So this is the last one, and because I'm new here, I'm not sure if you guys have already talked about this one. And I'm pretty sure that y'all can see it on my list, and y'all can nod one time for yes, or nod 2 times for no, or shake your head the proper way to let me know that y'all have talked about it before. You have talked about it. Okay, crap. Well, I'm going to talk about it.
Yes, we have.
I want to talk about it again because this is like I'm just going to emphasize on how great this extension is for anybody that is in the industry that we're on. I'm speaking from like recent experience. So whenever you're designing anything, point blank period, like one of the key things to keep a brand consistent with a new client that already has a brand and you're designing something new for them, you want to keep their colors like their colors. And like they have a red, I'm pretty sure they're using a specific red or a blue or yellow. And if you can't find those colors, you can go to their website and use this Chrome extension to use like basically like the Photoshop or in Illustrator eyedropper right in your browser, and get those hex codes to use in Photoshop or whatever application that you're actually trying to use to apply that color. Also, if you're developing a brand for a company and they've given you an example of a color scheme that they like, but if they're like if they're a basketball team and they refer to this law office, and I'm like, yeah, I was on this lawyer's website and the colors that they use are awesome. And you just go to that website and you just basically hawk all their colors, like blank, 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 blank. There you go. You can copy and paste all the hex codes, and it also give you all the RGB numbers, RBGA numbers. Take them all and use this extension to actually get the specific colors that your client wants based off of what they've seen. It's the best thing on the face of the planet.
It sure is.
Even if they have talked about it before.
Yeah, we did talk about it before. And yeah, it's a great tool, and I use it almost every day, actually. Now, quickie, I'm going to do a very last one that I actually just found while I was looking at or searching for the one that got deleted that Aaron was going to talk about. This is called Session Box. If you go to the Chrome store, you just type it all together, Session Box, and it's a free multi-login for any website. So this is something that I think I talked about something similar in the past, but this is great for us because it creates the ability for you to be on Facebook, for example, logged in as yourself and logged in as someone else, or logged in YouTube, using YouTube, while logged in with multiple accounts. And I mean, this thing is awesome. I just downloaded it and I'm about to start playing with it. It's 100% free, except for, actually, I went to their website, sessionbox.io, and basically everything is free. Now they have a paid account, and it's $1 a month, and it gives you like a little bit better things. But to be honest, you just need the free account and just download the extension, and it will save you a lot of headache, really. Because before this, you basically had to either do incognito windows or use a different browser to log in to a different account on the same social media network, for example. But this will save you a lot of headaches, and especially for us marketers that are dealing with a lot of accounts, it will be a lot easier. So I think that's my last one. Again, my name is Christian.
My name is still Aaron.
And my name is forever going to be Franklin Williams Jr.
Junior. That's going to be your son, right?
Yep, Junior.
All right, well, check us out on this coming Friday. We're going to talk about new tech products and services. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on Friday.